Welcome to The Insider. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment and click on the notification bell for awesome football news vibes. Arsenal extended their lead at the top of the Premier League with a 2-0 win in the North London derby against Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday. Arsenal moved 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League after winning 2-0 against Tottenham in the North London derby. The game was tarnished after the full-time whistle as a spectator in the Spurs' home crowd kicked Gunners goalkeeper Aron Ramsdale. The incident followed the England international being confronted by Richarlison after the whistle was blown, with security separating the pair after Ramsdale had celebrated in front of the Spurs fans. Footage showed the 24-year-old winding up Spurs supporters after referee Craig Pawson ended proceedings in North London. A group of players moved over to follow the action, which ended up by the advertising hoarding behind Ramsdale's goal, where the Arsenal keeper went to pick up his water bottle. One person from the home end stood up on the hoardings and kicked Ramsdale in the back, sparking a melee on the pitch, with Mikel Arteta attempting to drag his players away from the home crowd and towards the celebrating away end. After the game, Ramsdale was quizzed on the incident, and the goalkeeper explained his side of the incident. "The Spurs fans were giving me some throughout the second half, and I gave them some back which, to the few people that I did do it to, was well greeted," he said. "Then a fan tried to jump over and give me a kick in the back. That's what happened and it's a shame because it's just a game of football at the end of the day. Both sets of players tried bringing me away. Thankfully nothing actually happened too drastically, but it's a sour taste. But I'm sure we'll enjoy it when we go back in," he added. Now the Premier League, the FA and the Professional Footballers Association (PFA) have all condemned the incident with individual statements. The Premier League statement read: "The Premier League condemns the behavior of a fan at the conclusion of the Tottenham Hotspur FC and Arsenal FC match this evening. There is no place in football for acts of violence, and under no circumstance should players be attacked or fear for their safety at games. The league will support the clubs and relevant authorities in taking the strongest possible action against the individual responsible." A statement from the FA said. "We strongly condemn the incident involving a spectator that followed today's Premier League fixture between Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal. This is wholly unacceptable behavior, and we will work together with the police, the relevant authorities and the clubs to ensure the appropriate action is taken." The PFA statement read: "Violence towards players is completely unacceptable. These types of incidents are happening far too often. Players have a right to be safe in their place of work. When a player is attacked, we expect the laws and regulations that are in place to protect them to be properly enforced. As the players' union, we treat this as a priority issue. We will be continuing to work with the authorities, demand that players and staff are better protected in their place of work." Clinton Morrison has told BBC Sport that Tottenham Hotspur could not deal with Bukayo Saka during the first half of the North London derby, with the Arsenal star playing a key role in both of the Gunners' goals. It proved to be a completely miserable first 45 minutes for Antonio Conte's side. They have not been overly impressive this season. However, a derby always has the potential to be a leveler. But that was not the case at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Hugo Lloris conceded a comical own goal for the opener. And Martin Odegaard scored from distance to double the lead before the break. Ryan Sessegnon could not handle Bukayo Saka as Tottenham are torn apart by Arsenal. But it was Saka who was involved in both goals. He managed to get to the line to put the ball into the box that proved to be too difficult for Lloris to deal with. And he set up Odegaard for the second 10 minutes before the break. It was Ryan Sessegnon who got the nod surprisingly for the left wing-back role. Meanwhile, he had Clement Lenglet just inside at centre-back. But neither were able to contain Saka. In fact, Sessegnon was booked towards the end of the half for lashing out at Saka. It appeared that the frustration got the better of the youngster after a torrid spell. And Morrison was extremely critical of the Spurs pair as he praised Saka for causing all sorts of problems. Tottenham can't deal with Saka. Lenglet and Sessegnon are struggling with him, and they don't know which one should pick him up. He has started the game really lively on this right-hand side, he told BBC Sport. Conte has to take a lot of the blame. Sessegnon looked to be completely out of his depth defensively. And Lenglet was not able to offer him any help either. Of course, Saka has been one of the best players in the Premier League this season. So it was always going to be tough to handle the Arsenal man anyway. But Conte clearly got it very wrong with his lineup. And Tottenham's players compounded that with an abject showing in the first half. Thanks for watching this amazing video.